It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Smog City. Never had a beer from Smog City Brewing Company before. Based in America, of course. With a name like that. Sounds very American. I like it. And this is their coffee porter in a 16 fluid ounce can. Described as a robust porter with coffee. Chocolate, coffee and dark roast. Creatively inspired, exceptionally balanced. Love the robot. Love the robot on this one. 6% ABV. For me, it's a tough one this, because I'm going to grab a British 440 milliliter can. So there's a slight difference in the can. What I'm talking about is the 16 fluid ounce. It's definitely not a 500 milliliter can, which is this style, which is bigger again. So that's half litre. So it's not half litre. It's not 440 milliliter. It's 16 fluid ounces. So that would make it about 465 millilitres. I'm not going to bore you anymore. I just want to know, in the comments box, 16 fluid ounces. Is that about 465 mil? Without further ado, let's get the beer out. Into a glass and see what we get. I want to say a massive thank you to Lister. Oh man, I've just covered my light. It's covered my light in beer. The light bulbs covered in porter. Yeah, I want to say a massive thank you here to Lister, who he's travelled back to the UK, but whilst he was in America, he lives in America. He went to the supermarkets out there and he picked up some local supermarket beer, packed them in his suitcase, brought them to the UK and sent them while he was in the UK. And I think that's what a wonderful thing to do. When you're on holiday, to be able to want to do that whilst you're on your holidays is a wonderful thing. I've got a little description I can read out, a little letter here regarding Lister's beers. We'll get to that in a moment, but I want to concentrate on the beer first and foremost. So we got a 1 finger tan coloured head. It's a jet black beer in the glass. Just having a look at the beer. There's no light bleeding through here whatsoever. Definitely jet black. Slow moving carbonation rolling up the side of the glass. Looks very good. Looks all very good. Let's get the aroma then. Oh wow, that is full on. It's like someone's ground up loads of coffee and poured it into the bottom of my glass here. It's really perfumed. It's a really big, not roasted malt coffee. It doesn't have that roasted malt coffee aroma. It has that absolute definite coffee bean aroma here. It almost smells, or the aroma is almost like you've walked into a burning building where everything's smouldering. A real kind of burnt feel to it. And that's the coffee, I think. That's that. There's a lot of coffee in here. Don't be surprised if I go, oof, when I taste this beer. Let's dive in. Cheers, everyone. Oh, I take it all back. I take it all back. In fact, what you're getting from the beer is balance. Absolute balance. It's roasty, it's toasty. You definitely get those rich coffee beans coming through. But at the same time, you're getting roasted malt. You're getting chocolate, coffee, caramel. What a lovely beer. What a lovely, lovely beer. It's really quite refreshing. But with it being refreshing, there's body. That sounds really strange, doesn't it? Because it's almost as refreshing as it's not as refreshing as a Pilsner or a Helles Lager or something along those lines. But at the same time, it's as refreshing as, say, one of those German Oktoberfest beers. If you've had a German Oktoberfest beer and you can feel that malty body, but it still hangs on to the refreshingness. This is what you're getting here. You're getting the refreshingness of a lovely beer, but it's got that kind of stronger Oktoberfest malt build to it. It's really nice. Really nice. And there's lots of depth. There's lots of layers of flavour here. Right, let's see if it's can conditioned, or let's see if there's much in the way of... Oh, look at that. Look at that. See the way the head recreated itself? That's the body I'm talking about. That is that body in that beer. You get a sprig of carbonation. There's the carbonation, you can feel it pushing around the inside of the mouth, pushing the beer into areas of the mouth where you've got taste buds. There's taste buds in your throat, your mouth, top of your tongue, bottom of your tongue, top of your mouth. And when that carbonation kind of, it just infuses, it just kind of like, just gets things going. It's really good. It's really, really good beer. It's got a lovely caramel, slightly sweet. It kind of offsets that coffee. That coffee is definitely there. Initially, I was thinking this was going to be one massive blast of coffee bean and nothing else, because that's all I could get from the aroma. Literally, that's all I get from the aroma. It's like a blast of coffee. But when you taste it, it's a completely different drink to the aroma. Wonderful. Love it. Look at that. Coffee porter is a coffee beer, not a beer with coffee. This robust porter is aged on locally roasted, fair trade organic coffee, which enhances the chocolate, roasted malt, and of course, coffee character. Imagine a chocolate covered espresso bean. Perfect. A chocolate covered espresso bean. This is, I presume, I've not checked, I've been reviewing beer for 12 years. I'm presuming this is my first beer from Smog City. I may have reviewed something in the past, but I haven't gone through my videos to see. But if this is my first beer, then I want more. I want to try more from Smog City. This is fantastic. Fantastic beer. Now, Lister has bought all of these beers for me from American supermarkets. So all of the beers that you've seen from Lister recently, thanks Lister by the way, are very accessible to everybody. Go in the right supermarket, you're going to find this, or the Hopocalypse, and the other beer is written here. I'll find it now. The AleSmith 394 Pale Ale, that was it. Right, so I'm going to get to you, right, from LA, a coffee porter from Smog City, great brewery, great ethics, and still massively connected to the local home brewing community. So it was $14 for the 4-pack of these. $14 for a 4-pack. So, $14, that was your maths, 3, 6, 9, 12, so it wasn't $3. It was $3.50. $3.50, 2 is $7, another 2 is, which makes it 4, is $14. So it was $3.50 for this beer. Amazing. I'm really pleased. I'm going to say, out of the AleSmith, out of the Hopocalypse, I'm going to say this is my favourite. Not just because I like dark beer. I love dark beer. I love porters, stouts, imperial porters, dark milds. I love my dark beer. But I just think the way that this beer has been executed, the way they've gone about making this beer, and of course, reading the letter, they're still involved with the home brewing community. They've still got their hand in craft. They've still got their hand very much in the craft beer scene. It's important to Smog City. I'm 1,000 miles away. You can just tell. I like that. I mean, look at it. Look at this. Looks great. Smells great. Tastes incredible. I'm going to give that a 10 out of 10. Call me whatever you want to call me, but I'm going to say that's a 10 out of 10 beer. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.